You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Phantom Man, and today I'll be doing a video discussing Jing's past reveal. Now, when it comes to Ging, we already know that he is one of the most important characters in the series, and the fact that we don't know everything about this character's past is very spooky. Today, I'll be doing a video discussing what I believe his full past is. Now, when we look at Jing's character, we have to acknowledge that this guy is a prodigy. Yes, this guy is a prodigy. He has been from birth, because we know that Ging, once he left Whale Island to go take the 267th hunter exam, he was the only person to pass. Yes, he was the only person to pass. Shout out to Killua. If you guys haven't seen my latest Killua video, go watch that. Shameless plug. But no, in all seriousness, we know that Ging, he was basically in the same boat as Killua, whereas he was the only person to pass the hunter exam. So that right there goes to show you that from jump, Ging has been a prodigy. He has always been somebody special. So it's not too hard to believe why he became someone as strong as he did. Now, we do know that once Ging did actually leave Whale Island, he returned 10 years later with Gon. Yes, so that means that there was a huge 10-year time skip from where Gon was born and Jing's basically last meeting at Whale Island. Now, we know that basically Ging, he wasn't going around just sitting somewhere doing nothing for 10 years. No, we know that Ging, he was going around doing a lot of spooky things. Like, yes, we know that Ging was very involved with the Hunter x Hunter world. So the fact that he came back to Whale Island to give Gon back to his grandmother goes to show you how much trust he has in her, because he told her, yo, me and Gon's mother are no longer together, which I'm going to talk about later on in the video. But that just goes to show you how much faith Ging had in his grandmother in order to raise the 2-year-old Gon. And then we found out that Ging, he basically became an archaeologist, and he became one of the world-renowned ones, because we know that his studies have been practiced throughout the whole world, and he's basically looked at as one of the pioneers for preserving archaeology and all that other things. So Ging, we got to give a round of applause for him on that, because we know that he could have been a huge hunter, like in terms of like status-wise, had it not been for just his, stubbornness and him just being Ging. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you that Ging, he became a pretty famous archaeologist worldwide during that 10-year time skip. We also do know that he did create Greed Island during that 10-year time skip. So Ging, he did a lot of things that we don't know about, and we also know that he did meet Netero. Yes, now this is definitely one of the most important parts of his past, just because we know that all the Zodiacs, they are deemed worthy of being a Zodiac by Netero himself. So the fact that Gon's father, Ging, was deemed of being worthy of Zodiac by Netero goes to show you that this guy is going to be insane. So I definitely do want to see what type of process happened with the whole Netero and Ging thing. Did these guys fight? Did these guys have some type of like test? Like, what would make Ging become known as the boar in Netero's eyes? Because we know that he got the boar Zodiac signal, so we know that Ging, he's going to be pretty nasty. So I definitely do think that all the things that we know about Ging so far is pretty interesting, but I do hope that his past does reveal more things about the Dark Continent, because we know that Ging, it seems like that all the top tiers in Hunter x Hunter, they've at least been to the Dark Continent or know about it somewhat. So the fact that Ging is pretty much has family from the Dark Continent, shout out to Freecs, it's not too hard to believe that he's been there before himself. We've seen him riding on a dragon, the big old dragon, way back early on in the series. Some people speculated that he was on the Dark Continent then. That's either for here or there, but I also do want to know more about Gon's mother, because the fact that he put an emphasis on Gon's mother and him separating goes to show you that him and his mother must have had a pretty big journey for him to highlight the fact that they separated once he got back to Whale Island. So I definitely do think that once we do see Gon's mother, we will end up seeing a lot more about Ging and just seeing a lot more of what type of character he is. But overall, what do you guys want to see revealed the most in Jing's past? I think I'm most excited for his meeting with Netero, and I just want to see what took place during the 10-year time skip. Comment what you guys see down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.